Didn't really need that fire this morning, but I was up before 6 and made for a lot cozier in there, sitting next to the fire, sipping my coffee, listening to some good music. Since I got the early start, I think the sun's just hitting the treetops up there, just coming up in the east. I'm gonna take my little chainsaw and head out before it heats up too much. I want to check for any logs on the trail that heads out a couple miles out toward where we park in the wintertime. Very little storm damage this year, so there might not be any trees down, but usually there's a dead snag or something that bites the dust while I'm gone. So take advantage of the early start. I got some oatmeal, raisins, and brown sugar here to fortify me, and I got a few things that I'll pack a little lunch, but I hope to be out and back before the heat gets up too much. So got a nice breeze too, that'll help. Plus I won't be out in the bright sun. It's pretty well shaded back in there, and that's been the issue here the last couple of days with the bright sun. It's just gotten so hot that the guy doesn't want to be working, he wants to be sitting. So there's nothing wrong with that at the cabin. There was a lot more to cutting than I thought there would be. I wasn't surprised it was all just old balsam. Some were dead, some not, but a big one about that big around. And as I was fighting my way through that with my little saw, that's about the time that the rim sprocket decided it was too old, wasn't going to work anymore. So I got that done. Fortunately, on down the trail the rest of the way, there's a few things I threw off. And one tree down this way we can go around, so when I come in here next winter with the ski in first, pick up the snow dog, and go out and pick up our stuff, shouldn't be anything but the latest arrivals as far as trees being down. I packed a little lunch here, one of my favorite spots. Take a little break and get the hike in back to the cabin. Yeah, there's the log that the rim sprocket said enough. Slipping and catching, but I managed to cut through enough. And I got the job done. I'm glad I did, because it'd have been a real, I don't want to be messing with something like that when I'm in a hurry to get to the cabin with a backpack on this winter. So, area back here, years ago the beavers had it completely eaten off. They drug everything away, and there was just some brush coming up in there, and then small little birch trees were coming up. And I was leaving the birch trees, but the one guy that was kind of showing me the ropes of how to do these wildlife clearings, he's the guy that said, you got to watch out, you start leaving a few birch, next thing you know you got a birch forest. Well, I'm really happy with my birch forest. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut a little of the underbrush under there and clean it up. So in my strategy of little work, little play, little work, I didn't plan on cutting that brush around Jonah's cabin over there, but it's one of those things I saw and I wanted to do, so I did it. So that was a combination of work and play. That was fun to do. That wasn't really set up as a job on my to-do list. And I had 2 or 3 rocks I wanted to dig out on my to-do list. And now, well, now we're just having fun. Since I'm over here, I got my solar-powered boulder lifter over here. I left it in the wheelbarrow. So, walking along, I felt a rock under me here that I didn't plan on taking, but I'm going to hook on and get her yanked out. To get a path smoothed down, hauling them other ones, I might as well haul a few more. It'd be really nice having these bigger rocks around the bottom of the foundation of that guest cabin. It's hooked up to our high-tech solar-powered energy source here. Tighten the clutch on the winch. And I think we're ready for the first pull. That one's kind of iffy, but we'll see. Boulder's working pretty hard. Let it cool off a little bit. I think from there I can roll it where I want it. Another one ready for the snow dog this winter. Yeah, I could use the dog for moving this, but I need the exercise. And I just walked by here. There was this, what I'm thinking is an old stump in the trail, but I've learned that's not what it is at all. It's where the frost is pushing these rocks up. So it just pushes then you got a mound, and check in there and you got yourself a rock. So I think this one isn't too big. I might be able to just roll it out, but while we're hauling from this area, I might as well get a few more. That was another fairly deceptive rock. I just saw this little top part, but anyway, and then getting rocks for that foundation. I'd take these things all day long because that can set nice flat on the ground and nice straight wall for your foundation. Put your log right there, maybe notch it out just a hair so it fits on there good. I'll take about 40 of these. I think I better stop checking those bumps in the trail to see if there's a rock underneath. I didn't get 10 feet down the trail, and I found another one just a little bit sticking up, and that butte was buried there. I'm eating good tonight. chicken fried venison steak, hash browns, nice batch of fresh grown sprouts. Didn't work really hard today, but kept hitting it with a little project here, project there. Got several more of those rocks out of the ground ready for the retrieval with the snow dog maybe this winter. I got back this afternoon about 4 o'clock, thought well maybe I'd rest up and head out for a walk someplace else. Well, I decided I was tired enough. Okay. Fresh grown sprouts. Had some iced tea when I got back this afternoon. This insulated cup, there were still some ice cubes in there, so made up a little drink for supper too. So check this out.